स्वागत है आपका शॉर्ट हैंडियंस गॉट इट चैनल पर। वीडियोस अगर पसंद आ जाएं तो लाइक, शेयर और सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिएगा। लेटेस्ट डिक्टेशन और जॉब नोटिफिकेशंस को पाने के लिए बेल आइकन प्रेस कर दीजिएगा ताकि आपको टाइम पे आपकी डिक्टेशंस मिल सकें। थैंक यू सो मच।
Ready? Start. Commonwealth want us to remain there because they think it is beneficial to them. It is mutually understood that it is to the advantage of the nations in the Commonwealth and therefore they join. At the same time, it is made perfectly clear that each country is completely free to go its own way. It may be that they may sometimes go so far as to break away from the Commonwealth. In the world today, where there are so many disruptive forces at work, where we are often on the verge of war, I think it is not safe thing to encourage the breaking up of any association that one has. Break up the evil part of it. Break up anything that may come in way of your growth, because nobody agrees to anything which comes in the way of a nation's growth. Otherwise, apart from breaking the evil parts of the association, it is better to keep going a cooperative association which may do good in this world than to break it. Now, this declaration that is placed before you is not a new move, and yet it is a complete reorientation of something that has existed in an entirely different way. Suppose we had been cut off from England completely, and we had then desired to join the Commonwealth of Nations, it would have been a new move. Suppose a new group of nations wanted us to join them, and we joined them in this way, that would have been a new move from which various consequences would have flowed. In the present instance, what is happening is that a certain association has been in existence for a considerable time past. A very great change came in the way of that association about a year and 8 or 9 months ago, from August 15, 1947. Now another major change is contemplated. Gradually the conception is changing, yet that certain link remains in a different form. Politically, we are completely independent. Economically, we are as independent nations can be. Nobody can be 100% independent in the sense of absolute lack of interdependence. India has to depend on the rest of the world for her trade and for many supplies that she needs today, for her food, unfortunately, and so many other things. The House knows that inevitably during the past century and more, all kinds of contacts have arisen between England and this country. I wanted the world to see that India did not lack faith in herself, and that India was prepared to cooperate even with those with whom she had been fighting in the past, provided the basis of cooperation today was honorable, that it was a free basis, a basis which would lead to the good not only of ourselves but of the world also. That is to say, we would not deny the cooperations simply because in the past we had fought and thus carry on the trail or our past karma along with us. We have to wash out the past with all its evil. I wanted, if I may say so, in all humility, to help in letting the world look at things in a slightly different perspective, or rather try to see how vital questions could be approached and dealt. Stop. Over.